unfortunately, one of the times where I feel like The Rock really was The Rock and I really was Mankind was that I Quit match from January of 1999, which went way past the point it should have, you know. Uh, so we were trying to do something special that night, and it went a little overboard. But we don't have a lot of people who ask about that match because it was really uncomfortable. It wasn't fun to watch.
You know, that's the one I remember as much, if not more, than the match with
Yeah,
Taker.
you may have been there, right? In Anaheim, right? January 1999. It was a big one.
And okay, so here, that's amazing you just said that. I'm going to ask a question, and it's a little sensitive, but I feel like it's okay to ask it. So you remembered the date, and I remember when I first met you, we were on set somewhere in some weird place in Hollywood, and you brought something up that was like so detailed about my past. And I'm like, how the hell does this guy who's a star even know who I am, let alone these details? And it's always struck me, Mick, like how your mind works in that regard. It's uncanny. And here it's like this genius where you don't forget anything. I think about that match. Boston Bean, I don't know if you're familiar. Mick took metal chair shot to the head as hard as a Rock could swing, unprotected, over and over and over again. And the video of his family being there and watching it is hard to watch. Mick, do you worry about what might happen down the road? Because clearly nothing has happened yet. It's amazing.
I do. Yeah, I do. I do worry a lot. I think we're all in the same boat there. You wonder, everyone, well, yeah. You've seen like that. I think the saddest of all the 30s is the one with Tito and Chuck, right? Because people could see that Chuck had lost something before he realized he lost it. Yeah. And likewise, you go back and you watch that one documentary where Ali's getting ready to fight Larry Holmes, and they should have realized. You compare his verbal ability before the Holmes fight to the way he was so animated before all those classic fights in the early 70s, and they have Frazier and Norton and the one where he won the title in Miami and Lewiston, Maine against who did he beat?
Wasn't Sonny Liston?
Sonny Liston, yeah. Sonny Liston, yeah. Twice when I've gone through Maine, I've stayed at the Fireside Inn that Ali stayed at and actually paid the extra $20 to stay in the same room. But going back to that documentary, like he was slower with his words, and you look back and you say, why couldn't they have realized that? So, yeah, it's hard to make that decision before. It's hard to realize you lost that step before other people realize you lost it. It's tougher still for a wrestler because unlike baseball, basketball, or anything to deal with MMA and boxing, like once you've lost that something, you're never the same person again. But in wrestling, guys go on to do even better because they can control the crowd and work a match in ways that they could not do. And I mean, in a more positive way than when they did have 100% of their physical attributes. And so it becomes really difficult to convince a wrestler that their best days are behind them because we all think we have one more great match left in us. If that makes sense.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.